95% of the people want to have their own business. I don't want to have a boss. Who wants to deal with a boss? Anybody like to deal with a boss? Good. That's the same way I felt. I was tired of dealing with a boss. Somebody who tells you when you got to use the bathroom. You know, I worked at an office, and if nobody was there to cover me, guess what? Oh, well, I had to wait, hold it. I had to use the bathroom, not them. Why do I have to hold it? You know, that's the way we feel sometimes. We're being in control whether we like it or not. So anyway, business owners, when you ask them, how do you feel after making such an investment, having your own business now? How do you feel now? You know how they answer? Like a slave. Like a slave. Have you ever seen these bodegas? Have you ever gone to the bodegas? And let me tell you, nowadays, they don't even have enough money to pay employees. Let me tell you, the corner where I live at, Pepe's there on Monday. If I go to buy eggs, Pepe's there on Monday. If I go on Wednesday, Pepe's there on Wednesday. And let me tell you, it's the owner himself working. They can't afford employees anymore. Those were the old days. And if you go on Sunday, where's Pepe? At work. At work. You know, that's the way it is. Who wants to be stuck? You know what? A lot of times we think we're going to have a business, and the business has us. That's the way it is. And you know what? I'm looking at these options, and I said, you know what? I don't want to be like that. I don't want to look into my life like that. But according to the statistics, according to Washington, D.C., look at the numbers here. After 40 years of your hard labor, 40 years, is that a lot or is that a little? Oh my goodness, we got to work 40 years. And let me tell you, I saw my mother, I saw her work, and she never retired. So I said, you know what? The same thing awaits me. Look at the gentleman over there pointing at the lady. I guess she hasn't retired yet either.
72 years and still working.
It's still working, and that's the system. You know, unfortunately, that's the way it is. Now, look, let's look here. Only 1% after 40 years of your hard work are rich. 1%, is that a lot? That's a small number. Now, I don't know about you guys, but 1%, when I'm looking at that number, I said, I don't think I'm going to be that 1% because I dropped out of school. So I said, you know what? I don't think I'm smart enough to do that. That was my mentality. And right here, we look at 4% are financially independent. 4%, is that a lot or is that little? That's a little bit. So we're looking at all these numbers up here. I mean, the few numbers we got up here. But look at the bottom numbers. 95%. 5% are still working. Let me tell you, I've seen a lot of elderly out there. The other day I was driving with my good friend, and we passed a toll, and guess what? One of the toll workers, he looked like he could be my grandfather. He looked like he was 90 years old. 90 years old, what are you doing working? That's the system for you. You see, the system is no longer working the way it used to. And guess what? I mean, he could be with his family. You know, wouldn't you want to be with your family? I don't want to work, even after 50, I don't want to keep working. Nobody wants to, but this is the reality. 5% are still working because they can't sustain their lives. Right here, we have 36% that are dead. Now, 36% is a high number. Don't you guys think so? 36% are dead. What does that mean about work? That means that work will kill you, right? No, I'm just kidding. No. I didn't hear that from you. Well, you know what? Work can cause a lot of stress. And stress can eventually cause a lot of illnesses. And it can kill you. That can kill you. Stress can kill you. And look right here, we have 54% that are financially dependent on other people or bankrupt. In other words, so that means that when I get to an age, right, if I keep it in the working system, when I get to an age, I can't sustain my life anymore because I'm too sick, because that's what happens. I'm going to have to turn to my son, hey son, can you give me a place to stay? You think I want to do that? Enjoy his life, enjoy your life. Why should I be intervening in their life? And these are the statistics. Now, if you look up here, which one would you rather be on, the top 5% or on the bottom 95%? The top 5, absolutely. That's what I said. I said, wow, you know what? I would love for that to happen. Now, let me tell you guys something. I didn't know what it was to do network marketing. I didn't know what the heck network marketing was. I'm going to be honest with you. I had to learn network marketing. But nowadays, we do a lot of traditional marketing. Traditional marketing was created in the industrial era. I don't like this way of marketing things. I don't like it. You know why? Because we end up losing. We end up paying millions. We end up making people millionaires. Now, how does this work? Well, a factory makes a product. For example, you just passed me a bottle. Let's say this is a bottle of water, right? How much do you guys think it costs for a bottle of water for the factory to make this product? 5 cents. Good. You know that it costs the factory about 3 to 5 cents to make that bottle of water. Now, how much do we pay for a bottle of water? It depends where you go to, right? Because if you buy it in the corner bodega, how much is it? 125, 150? What if we're watching a football game? What if we go to the Yankee Stadium? How much is water there? $5, $6. Come on, that's a lot more than 100%. You know why? Because there's a factory that did all the hard work of making that product, and they stay with 36%, and that's fair. They made the product. But guess what? This doesn't go directly to our hands. It goes through a whole chain of distribution. What we want you guys to know is that we're making this chain of distribution millionaires. Oh yeah, we're making them millionaires. Look, first of all, this doesn't have much value, but a wholesaler is going to give it a value. They're going to boost up the price for not doing it. They don't do anything to that bottle of water. They just move it from hand to hand. That's all they do. So now, they move it from the wholesaler to the warehouse, they boost it 12%. So that means the price keeps getting higher and higher. And what happens by the time it comes to us? How much do we get? How come we don't get any benefit out of that? Because we're paying for it. We're paying for it. Now, let me tell you guys something. When I heard about this different concept, network marketing changed my whole outview on life. You know why? Because right here, for example, our company is going to stay with a 36%. And that's fair, right? They make the product. Is that fair? Absolutely, that's fair. Now, what happens? From the factory, guess what? They allow us to be able to do what they used to do right here. You see, there was a 64% that stayed right here. And we were paying. You know what? If we had two pizza pies here, anybody like pizza here? Who likes pizza? Excellent. Okay, let's say we have a cheese pizza here, right? Let's say we got two cheese pizzas over here. Now, on the left-hand side, how much of this pizza are we eating? Zero, right? We're actually treating everybody to pizza. You guys are treating every day. All right? That's what we do. Now, what happens on the right-hand side? How much does it look like we're eating over here? 64%. We're eating the pizza, right? We're eating most of the pizza. You know why? Because many years ago, they decided to cut the middle chain of distribution, cut them off. Because we do a better job. Let me tell you guys, for example, who does network marketing here? Anybody know about network marketing? Okay, good. Maybe the leaders. The leaders are like, yes, we do. But those people that don't know, let me tell you, we do network marketing all the time and we do it happy. Oh yeah, we're happy. We're happy promoting. We're happy promoters. You know what? For example, I have my good friend over here, David. David, where did you get that tie? That's a very nice tie. I like it. Burlington Coat Factory. You see, how much did David get paid for doing that promotion? Absolutely nothing. Do we not do that all the time? How many restaurants do we go to and then we come and recommend? Right? We go to restaurants, we like the food, we go, we recommend to everybody else, and what happens? How much do we get for it? Absolutely nothing. But I heard that now we can get paid for doing something we like to do anyway. There's people that love to promote things. There's people who like the Yankees, for example. They're wearing Yankee caps. They're wearing all this Yankee gear. How much are they getting paid for wearing all that Yankee gear? Zero. So now, what I want you guys to understand is with network marketing, we can get paid for doing that. Would you like to get paid? Would you like to eat or would you like to treat? I would like to eat, right? That's what I said. I'd rather eat. I don't want to treat. Now, what are the benefits that network marketing offers? Well, let me tell you something. One of the great benefits that it offers us is that with a very minimum investment, hardly anything. You know what? You don't have to lose what you're doing. You don't have to leave what you're doing. I was working, and they told me I could do this on my spare time. You know what that is? You can start building for your future on your spare time. Is that hard for you to take an hour or two maybe for your future? Because when I heard this, I said, you know what? I would like to make what's called a residual income. I'm going to explain to you what a residual income is. But let's talk about linear income. We all know linear income. Linear income is simply exchanging time for money. Time for money. What happens if you don't work? There's no pay, right? No work, no pay. That's linear income. How many years do we have to work? What's the age now? What's the retirement age? 67? 70? 65. So, you're working 30, 40 years, close to 50. If you start at 18, do the math. 65, huh? That's more than 40 years, right? So we're talking about, we're in a system working more than 40 years sometimes, and we don't, according to the statistics, we retire poor. And when we receive that great check after working so many years, and we're working for Social Security, and that Social Security check comes in the mail, because that's what we're waiting for all our life, that's what we're working for. But what happens? We receive the check, and in Spanish, we call it el cheque de cebolla. Do you know what that is? That's called the onion check. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want an onion check, because after so many years, you open up that check, and guess what happens? You just want to cry. You want to cry. And that's what happens. Now, right here, it's a fixed schedule. Where you work at, you got to work 8 hours, 10 hours. Who works 2 jobs here? Who works 1 job? Who works 3 jobs? Let me tell you, I found myself working 2 and 3 jobs at times. And let me tell you, why do we do that? Because we're trying to make an income, but our income is totally limited. Because if a boss says, you know what, you look like you're worth $10 an hour, then guess what? We're going to get paid $10 an hour. They're determining what we can buy, what we can have. I had an apartment. I didn't have my own home. I didn't have a nice car. And I was wondering, how come I'm working so much? And I'm like, I can't afford anything. And it's because I had a limited income. Somebody was controlling my life. Remember we talked about going to the bathroom? Let me tell you, some warehouses out there, if you ask to take a break, let me tell you, for people who have worked warehouses, let me tell you, they look at you like, huh? You want to use the what? Come on, cut us a break here. But here on the right-hand side, let me tell you, this opportunity offers us what's called a residual income. And you know who makes a residual income, ladies and gentlemen? Book writers, singers. For example, let's use Michael Jackson as an example. Why do I use Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson, when he was alive, guess what? He would go to a recording studio, they would record a song, they would do it well one time. They would record the song countless hours, though. It took them countless hours to get a good album. That album would be sold, and let me tell you, if they get even $1 out of 1,000,000 records, how much was Michael Jackson getting? $1,000,000. You know how much a residual income comes? It comes month after month after month. I don't know about you guys, but when I heard about residual income, I could not literally sleep. I could not sleep. And it was a good thing though. It was like I was so excited at night because you know what? I heard that even us, we have the opportunity to build a residual income, like I said, through network marketing. Simple concept. We exchange ideas, we exchange thoughts, but we're going to get paid for it. Now, right here, you can actually reach a financial independence within 2 to 5 years. Who here would like to trade in all these years of work for 2 to 5 years of one job done well, one time? You know why? The International Networkers team, they taught me how to do this one time. One time. And I just want to say, thank you, to the people that have mentored me. We have a great mentor with us here tonight from New Jersey, Sergio Munoz, which I want to give him a round of applause. These were mentors who put up with me because I was a hardhead. Remember, I dropped out of school, and even though I was working, my mentality was a poor mentality. I was a poor man. And why didn't I have results in life? It was because my mind was so poor that I couldn't see the results. You see, this team changed that mentality altogether. What I want you to know is not only do we build a residual income, but we have a great team of support that's going to help you, take you by the hand like they did with this ex-knucklehead, because I was a knucklehead. I didn't listen, I was doing things my way, thinking that my way was okay. But look at this, 2 to 5 years, financial independence. You know what that is? We're not saying you have to make millions. But what if you could live comfortable? What if you could surpass what you're doing right now at work? So I saw this right here, flexible hours. You could do 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, whatever you want to put into it. It's your freedom. Because right here, residual income equals freedom. Why is Shakira not worried about the rent coming up? Have you seen Shakira lately? Anybody look at Shakira's record or on the social media? Let me tell you, she's always enjoying life. Have you ever seen her sad? She's always enjoying life. You know why? Because of her residual income. Do you know when Michael Jackson died? Michael Jackson made more money than when he was alive. You know that? I don't know about you guys, but I looked and I said, wait a minute. I said, Michael Jackson making more money as a dead man, and I'm alive and he's making more money than me? I said, wow, you know what? Oh, I got sad. But that's when they told me, don't worry about it. You can do a residual income. We're going to teach you. And I started looking at this and I said, I want an unlimited income. They said, don't worry about it. We'll teach you. And you get to control your life. That's what happens here. Now, who says that this opportunity is the perfect opportunity in the 21st century? Because a lot of times, you know what? We go to our supposed experts, right? Don't we go to our family, friends, when we want advice? Be honest. Who goes to their family and friends when they want advice? We all do. I went to my mom. I said, Mommy, I said, man, I just heard of this great opportunity. And it's called Redes de Mercadeo. And she looked at me like, Redes de what? She thought I was cursing it at home. I was just saying network marketing, but she has no clue. And it's okay. You have to understand. People are not going to understand what this is because it's relatively new. Even though it's been around for many years, but it's working because of the technology. We're in the information era. All right? Everything is moving fast. Globalization. Now we can send a message by the push of a button, and the capacity of that message to move around the world, right? By the push of a button on our phone, we can send a message, what? Through WhatsApp, what else? Facebook, right? There's so many different ways. Now, what are the experts saying here? We have Robert Kiyosaki. These are millionaires, by the way. These are millionaires, these are book writers, these are people with solid knowledge about what it is and how it is to make money. So, Robert Kiyosaki, I don't know if you guys ever heard of that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Anybody ever heard of that book? That book taught me totally. It taught me how to be financially educated because I didn't have financial education. They don't teach you financial education in school. And guess what? That taught me so much. Let me tell you, this gentleman right here, he's a financial educator, educating people on how to become millionaires. Read his books. Look at Robert Kiyosaki. Go Google. Go use my best friend. Google is my best friend now, by the way. I don't know about you guys, but every time I want to find out something, where am I? Google. Google is my best friend. So become good friends with Google and investigate what the financial advisors are saying. Because like I said, sometimes we go to our family and they're worse off than I am. My mother didn't have her own home. She couldn't even retire, so I couldn't really, as much as I love my mother, I couldn't really, take that type of advice, but I could take it from the experts. Now, right here we have Paul St. Pilzer. Paul St. Pilzer, this is a huge economist, somebody who is a great financial advisor. Somebody who was a financial advisor to presidents of the United States. Bill Clinton was one of them, and Bush Sr. And when he was talking about, how this country was going to move economically, let me tell you, he moved this country very well. And he had his first $1 million at the age of 21. So this guy has a lot of knowledge. And guess what he says? Guess what he says is the mega tendency right now. What's moving the economy? Network marketing. Network marketing is producing more than $167 billion, not million dollars, ladies and gentlemen, $1 billion into the global economy. This is not just the United States. I said, wow, when I look at these numbers, more than 800,000 distributors are joining per month. And I said, wow, that's a lot. You know what? People are looking for alternatives. That's why we're here tonight, right? We're here because we're looking for an alternative, something that can help us, something that could free us. So what happens? We have a lot of people. We have Charles King. He has a great book called The New Professionals. And guess who the new professionals are? You're looking at them. If you look back, you can see the International Networkers team. We're part of the new era of professionals. We are the professionals. Now, what company do we represent? We represent a prestigious company. This is a rock-solid company. Again, I had to Google this company to find out what they're all about. And let me tell you, right here, David and Bianca Listenby, they're the founders of this great and wonderful opportunity, of this, this great solid company that I represent. I love to represent who they are. You know why? They had more than 27 years of experience taking companies from zero to multi-million-dollar companies. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if they have that much experience, I said, I'm in good hands. And not only that, they got Steve too, which is the president, who's taking this company to sky-high numbers. You know why? Let's look at 8,500. This impacted me so much. First of all, 4Life Research was founded in 1998 in Sandy, Utah, right here in the United States. But you know what? Let me tell you, within the first 5 years, when you open up a company or you have a business, the first 5 years are the most crucial because that signifies in the first 2 to 5 years whether you're going to make it or break it. And guess what? Within the first 5 years, 4Life Research, out of 20,000 companies that the Int analyzes, because the Int is a magazine, you can buy anywhere Int, but once a year they publish Int 500, because they get the best 20,000 companies, and of those best 20,000 companies, they filter out the best 500 in growth within those first 5 years. 4Life Research is not only the best within the best 500, but they ranked as position number 15 out of 500 of the best. I said, wow, let's have to show a round of applause. Yeah. We have so many different acknowledgments. Number 15, let me tell you, that's a growth of 6,108%. You can ask the person who invited you to give you more information about how prestigious this company is. They'll help you to really make a good decision and look more into what 4Life Research represents, all right? They have a heart of service, but not that. Not just that. Nowadays, what are we looking for? There's two mega tendencies, all right? One of them is network marketing, and the second mega tendency, you know what that is? Our health. The United States is spending over $1 trillion into the health industry. Nowadays, if you go to McDonald's, you see that they have salads, they got fruits. Back in the days, they didn't have that. They had sodas, hamburgers, fries. Nowadays, don't we have a healthier menu? We have a healthier menu, right? You have a choice of a healthier menu. There's salads, there's water. Let me tell you, they switched it up. You know why? Because the United States is spending trillions of dollars into what? Our health. Now, I'm going to ask you guys an important question. Is your health important? Absolutely. Well, guess what? 4Life Research doesn't just have anything. 4Life Research has a discovery in science, something that impacted me so much. I was working at a research lab doing product testing. So when I researched what transfer factors are, because transfer factors have the capacity to elevate our immune system to 437%. I don't know about you guys, but 437%, is that a lot? What are transfer factors? It really impacted me to know that this right here is not a medicine. This is not herbs. This is not antibiotics. This is a natural supplement. It's natural. You know what this does? Do you guys know what's the most important system that a human being has? You guys know? That's okay. When they asked me, I was like, I don't know. The brain? No. Let me tell you, it's the immune system. The immune system determines whether we live or whether we die. It's our defense system. We know it as a defense system. So guess what? Transfer factors has the capacity to lift your immune system to 437%. The highest thing out is called IP6. It can boost your system to 49%. What does that mean? That your own system is going to do the job of defending itself. You see, this is not going to cure you, but it's going to give intelligence to your immune system. Now, your immune system is out of whack. You know why? Because of the food we eat out there. How many people know that there's a lot of chemicals in the things that we eat? How about the water that we drink? There's chemicals even in the water that we drink. So this right here is amazing. Those messenger molecules are so amazing that they even have the capacity to let your system eliminate cancer cells up to 98.9%. You know what that is? Get rid of cancer cells. How many people have cancer out there? Let me tell you, I have testimony after testimony. You can talk to my friend Google, check all the testimonies out. I'm pretty sure, how many testimonies here on transfer factors do we have tonight? Let me tell you, my wife is one of them. She had major allergies. Let me tell you, if you can boost your system, you can get rid of the allergies. You can get rid of a lot of stuff. Not only that, people who already have autoimmune diseases, let me tell you, it's going to balance your system out, because when it's too high, you have autoimmune diseases. So this is going to give it the intelligence it needs. Let me tell you, that's the person who invited you to give you information on what these tiny messenger molecules do. And let me tell you, we are backed up. This was so powerful that I looked how we are backed up by what's the physician's desk reference. You'll see it up here, but we have it right here. The physician's desk reference, the PDR, this is the doctor's manual. This is backed up by federal laws. That means that I was assured that what we had in our hands was not just any product, but this was something that was impacting the life of many people. It has more than 3,000 investigations, positive results. So this actually works. You see, sometimes we're looking for something out there. There's a lot of companies with a lot of products. Am I right? Am I right? Let me tell you, if you are backed up by the doctor's Bible, because this is their manual, that's their Bible, let me tell you, right here we have more than 3,500 medicines, okay? Pharmaceuticals. But when you have a natural, if you look in the back, there's only about 10 pages, natural supplements, for life research, doesn't just have one, we have over 18 products in the PDR, which I believe deserves a round of applause. Now, because of time, I'm not going to go into all the details of what they do, because let me tell you, we have a lot of great products here. For example, renewable. Oh boy, renewable. Just like the name, renew. It renews you from the inside out. For people who suffer from, let's say, arthritis, this is a natural anti-inflammatory. Not only that, but it gives you energy. Who here has, who needs energy? Who goes through stress out there? Anybody get stressed out here? Or am I the only one stressed out? We all get stressed out, right? Sometimes we have a bad day. Renewable. Let me tell you, this is, ask the person who invited you to go into all the details. Who likes to work out? Anybody like to work out? Excellent, excellent. Let me tell you, the company launched ProTF. Let me tell you, leaders, I hope you guys are taking the ProTF. I hope the leaders are using the ProTF. Let me tell you, I started using it. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's working. You know, hey, my wife tells me it's working, so I gotta believe her, right? Let me tell you, this stuff is powerful. For people who want to burn, right? A couple of, just an inch or two, right here off the sides. Who would like to burn a couple of inches off the sides? This has the capacity to burn up to 464% bad body fat. Not only that, but it's the only one of its kind with transfer factors. You see, transfer factors was implemented into a lot of our products. Wow, energy. Like I said, for people who need energy, let me tell you, this right here is a natural energy. It's going to be naturally sustained. It's not going to lift you up like Red Bull and all this other stuff out there. Energy Monster. What other energy drinks are out there? This is so good. It's going to naturally, it's going to help your immune system as well. And when I'm looking at all these things, why am I telling you this? Let me tell you, because we have over 90 products, and I'm not going to go into all the details, but look, women. Do women like makeup? Any women like makeup here? No women like makeup? Let me tell you, a lot of women like either makeup or makeup removers products. My wife was spending over $300 in Macy's. But this doesn't happen to any ladies here, right? No, it doesn't happen to anybody here. Well, let me tell you something. When I heard that with our company, not only taking care of our health, but optimum health, guess what? I told my wife, get rid of all that Macy's stuff. Okay, fine, I did it. I said, use it first, and then we're going to use our stuff. I couldn't tell her to get rid of it. You know why? Because I paid for it. So I was like, you know what? Use it, and then guess what? My company is going to pay us. They're going to pay us to take care of our health. Is that hard? Is that hard to take care of our health? Now, you can ask the person who invited you to go over all the different ways of making money. We have a lot of different ways of earning money here. But you know how simple it is to open up a business, a franchise nowadays? When I heard that I didn't have to leave what I was doing and I could have a franchise, a multi-million-dollar business, if I wanted it to become that millionaire business, it's up to you. And you know how? Just taking care of our health at home. You see, we started exchanging products at home. Products that we buy all the time in Walmart, CVS. How much do they pay us when we buy products in the stores? How much do we get back? Zero. They don't pay us anything. But with our company, they're going to pay you right here. What I love about this company is there's so many different ways to make money now. All the company says in order to have this financial platform, all you got to do is make a minimum of 100 points. Points are life points. And you know why they put points? Because if I go to a different country, I don't worry about the monetary value. I worry about the point system. It's 50 points here. It's 50 points in Puerto Rico, 50 points in the Dominican Republic. So I said, okay, 50 points, I can do that. All right? For that transfer factor has 50 points. And the company says you got to move 100 points to have this financial platform active. So now, if you got to move 100 points, and this has 50, how many products do I have to move? Only 2 products. That's how simple it was. I was already buying them from somebody, so I was moving somebody else's business. You see, I don't like sales, but you can sell products too. Somebody was selling me 2 products, and I was moving their business. I was paying their rent. So when you go over the 100 points, the company's going to give you back a 25% back in your pocket. Who likes money back in their pocket? That's exactly what I was thinking. I said, you know what? I want that money in my pocket. Like I said, we could go over all the details, but let's go over the main way for us to reach our financial freedom. Remember we talked about the residual income? Residual income equals financial freedom. So now, what do? All we got to do is, you see, For Life Research says you don't have to talk to 100 people, not 50, not 75. Let's worry about focusing on just 6 people. Is there a lot of people in this world? There's a lot of people out there. Who needs help and who needs wealth? Health and wealth. We're all looking to take care of our health. Everybody needs money, right? So you know what? I started thinking of everybody. I said, you know what? My brother, he owes me money. I'm going to talk to him first so he can pay me back my money. Because that's how simple it is. 6 people that are consuming Club 250. Ask a person about Club 250. Club 250 will take your business to a whole new level. Now, 250 points now equals 1,500 points for those 6 people. At a 2%, that's $30 residual income for the rest of your life, because the residuals for the rest of your life. Month after month after month. Now, would $30 help you? Extra without leaving your job, your profession, school, whatever you're doing? Would that help you? I think so, right? Some people don't look so happy. They look at $30 like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound like a lot. Now, have you ever seen the face of a person who loses $30? Have you ever seen the face of a person who finds $30? Who doesn't even have a penny? And they find $30? And if there's people around like right here, what do? One of those, huh? I never did that, by the way. But let me tell you, that's how it is. Now, let me tell you how important it is for this 6 people. This $30, this is our first level, and it's the most important in our business. You know why? Those people, we educate them. We educate them, where 6 are going to duplicate themselves and talk to 6 other people. 6 other people is now 36. This is the power of duplication. You see, millionaires that learn this formula stay millionaires. You know why? Because Carlos Slim, one of the richest men in the world, you know what he said to his financial advisors? We're going to charge 3 cents. Out of all the competition, who were charging 10 cents, 5 cents, 15 cents, he said we're going to charge 3 cents. Out of all the calls from the company called Claro, that is in a lot of Latin countries, let me tell you, how many calls go out of those Latin countries? Oh boy, millions. Now, 3 cents, is that a lot or is that little? But 3 cents out of all the millions of calls, can you imagine that in your bank account? One of the richest men in the world. When you learn that formula, let me tell you, that's the same way that we get paid. All right? So when I saw this, I said, wow, I want that income for me. And you know what? We educate. We educate everyone here. Right now, we see that 6 talk to 6, that's 36, that's the power of duplication. You see, a little from a lot is always going to pay you a lot. So now we have 36 people consuming 250 points on a second level. Now we're talking about the numbers. 1,170 plus 30, $1,200 extra without leaving what you're doing. Would that help out? I think so. We could pay the rent, right? We could get a newer car if we wanted to. But let's take it. How about another country? Another country. What's the minimum in the Dominican Republic? About $300. So is $1,200 a lot? Absolutely. That's a good income. They're living very well with just these 2 levels right here. But look at the 3rd level. Look at the 4th level. Let's go all the way down, because this is the reason I could not sleep. On the 4th level, we're looking here at about $27,000 altogether. Month after month after month. And you know what happens after you die? God forbid, we all have to go one day. It goes to the next generation, to 3 generations. How do you think I felt when I said, I can leave my son a legacy? They said, yes. You believe your son a legacy. And you know what I love about this company? It's infinite. Now, who is training us? Who gives us the actual knowledge to be able to take this business to the world? Because I believe the world needs it. The world needs an opportunity. The world is looking for a message of hope out there. We are the message of hope. We have the health. We have the wealth. Right here, founded by Dr. Emilio Nevares. Dr. Emilio Nevares created a system that helps us step by step. Right here, we have the guide to success right here. Let me tell you, that has led countless lives, millions of people around the world to be able to be financially free. Dr. Emilio Nevares made that system to make the job easier. taking people who were even a security guard in Puerto Rico. We have a security guard who used to watch over 200 cars in a parking lot. Guess what? That security guard, not too long ago, just bought LeBron James' home of $8.5 million in Miami. Now, when you could do that, let me tell you something. These are the people that we have now. I don't know about you guys, but when I saw this opportunity, let me tell you, it opened up my mind. It opened up my mind to live, to take those dreams out of the closet. You can live your dreams. You can have your dreams. Why not? Who says you can't? Who says you can't live your dreams? You know who said I can't live my dreams? I did. I look every day in the mirror at the person that was saying you can't live your dreams. You tell yourself, you determine what you want to do in life, but you have to change the way you think. You see, this opportunity changed the way I think altogether. I thank God for the people who presented this opportunity. This is all the information I have for you tonight. The first time we see this, we're not going to understand it, but let me tell you, it can change the lives just like it's changed all the leaders' lives here, and it's changing lives every day. So continue to share the message, continue to share hope, because the world needs it. So that's all the information. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night.
How many of you are ready for a better future? I would like to ask all the guests tonight, how many of you are ready for a better future? Please,